Disclaimer, I do not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you.
What the dog doing?
Well, seems like my jumping days are over. Oh, what? Man. What? It is I. Underdog. The movie. The movie itself came alive to tell you, and only you, to talk about the cinematic masterpiece from 2007. You mean like a type of movie that your 5th grade teacher would put on in the middle of the pizza? I thought it was me, Camden, on channel Underdog. Underdog. Yes, you heard me right. When the world's in peril and none of the greatest heroes are here to save us, our last hope will always be Underdog. Underdog. It started off as an animated show from the 60s. It was about a dog that gains superpowers. And he talks. He can fly. He has enhanced senses. And it's a parody of the iconic hero, Meteor Man, man. It's about Meteor. Since the superhero genre was rising back up in the early 2000s and talking animal movies, and Disney had a massive fetish. That's honestly what was concerning during this time. I don't know what was them and animals just doing things. You mash all those together, and you get Underdog, where of course it somewhat has the face value plot with the dog getting powers and saving the day, but it came out. Some thought it was kind of formulaic, generic, and nothing really, all that special or memorable. And today, I'm going to talk about it. Why? Shut up, you clicked on this video. This movie was slightly
Childhood Talks.
Right. We're back to the old segment about my childhood. Yeah, I vividly remember watching the movie at random times. It was just like particular moments. I just watched it when I was young, and I was just like, oh, Underdog. And I thought it was a completely original concept too. I didn't know there was a cartoon before then. Those movies where I sit back and I just randomly get reminded of it. I'm just like, oh, I did watch that when I was 5 years old. Huh. Everyone has that feeling every now and again. So that ends our segment of
Childhood Talks.
I don't know. We just decided to watch Underdog. I'm not even that much of a dog person. I never even had. Would get me a koala, and I name it like Turbo X, because I don't know what people giving their pets basic names like Jerry or Tony. Like, bro, name something cool. I can't name it Deathatron, Megatron 5000. No. So our movie begins with a narration from Shoeshine, our main character, voiced by Jason Lee. I don't know what this man and being in movies with talking animals, but we have the mayor, played by John Slattery, talking, and then he smells something, but then it's a false alarm. And hey guys, guess what? Did you guys know that Underdog is a underdog?
Quiet! I smell a bomb. You! You should just turn in your tags.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You understand, Jeff. This is how Underdog gets his name. He's an actual underdog. Alright, guys, come on.
Oh my God! Wow!
The name's Riffraff.
He's Riffraff.
I've marked this territory.
Yeah, he marked this territory. Look, I don't want any trouble, okay?
Now then, today's your lucky day.
Why did you say that like a slur? This isn't the only time mutt is said like that in this movie. It's said multiple times in this movie. The energy that every character says mutt in this movie is kind of crazy. It had to be intentional. That had to listen here. We don't like your kind around here. Come on, it's just a word. It's just a word. Oh my, come on. Get mad at me and saying mutt now? I can't say mutt. Talking dogs say mutt all the time. You know, I'll tell you something. One time I was at a gas station. I saw a talking dog outside of a window, and he was all like, "Can a mutt borrow some gas?" And I wasn't all like, oh my gosh, he said the word. He said the M word. I was like, man, how is a mutt gonna borrow some money for some gas? So three things. One, the dog right there was originally a mama boss, but here he's just bullying Shoeshine and calling him slurs and stuff. Two, one of the dogs are also voiced by John DiMaggio. Was bro practicing to play Jake? Speaking of villains, we have Bar Sinister, played by Peter Dinklage, and Glad, played by Patrick Warburton. And I gotta say, they're some of the best parts in the movie. And I enjoy Peter Dinklage in pretty much about everything he's in. I mean, it's Peter Dinklage, bro. He's, you know, the lights were about to cut off tomorrow, so he had to pay them bills. And, you know, Patrick Warburton, he's great as usual. They start trying to experiment on Shoeshine, and they're all like, I can get so much money. Isn't that right?
Hey, Peter! I think that's crazy. We're about to have superpowered dogs. And why is my wife talking to a bee?
Then, after the experiment, of course, that's where bro starts getting his powers, and he gets found by a family. We have Jack, and this kid, he looks like a mashup, like a fusion of Anthony and Ian from Smosh. So you know what? I'm just gonna call him Teen Smosh for the rest of this video. Dad is all like, "Look, son, just to make you feel better, I decided to get you a dog, because you know you always wanted a dog. You know, here's a doll." Here's a doll. I haven't really connected since, you know, your mother's passing. A dead mom in a movie. I have never, ever seen that ever before, especially in a movie that distributed by Walt Disney. I have never, ever seen that before. Great job for originality, guys. Great. About that Shoeshine can talk. You know, he's like, you can talk. You know, as long as they don't do the humans start screaming, fantastical creature starts screaming, and then both of them start screaming at the same time. As long as they don't do that. As long as they don't do that. About exactly what you expect. At first he's like, man, do I really have to have a dog? And then like he's like, oh wow, I love this dog, he's super cool. And he talks to him about some of his, you know, what's going on, you know, like his mom being dead, his relationship with his dad, and the girl that he likes. Wow, I'm so surprised. Much in this movie, he's like Sam Witwicky, except not as funny. No one can measure to the greatness of Sam Witwicky. And also, his crush is Cindy Lou. No, yeah, for real, it's Cindy Lou, and she has a dog as well, Polly, played by Amy Adams. Can't believe I'm a more.
Hello, I'm Shoeshine.
Oh, well, hello.
Interesting Lois Lane in this movie than when I was actually Lois Lane. But, you know what Teen Smosh also looks like? He looks like the first white boy from Pair of Kings before they switched from witch to ginger. About Pair of Kings one day. Cindy Lou and Polly are in trouble by some muggers, and one of them looks like Billy Butcher And, well, his actual name is Goon Number 1. And then they get saved by Shoe Shine in a flash. Moment on, he becomes the great grand superhero, Underdog. First, he's all like, I don't know, man. I don't really want to be a superhero. You know, even during the time when I looked up to Mr. Incredible, I still don't want to be a superhero. Teen Smosh is all, no, man, you gotta be a superhero. The world needs, okay? They needs you. They need you, okay? They need you. We need Underdog. I find it funny, like, throughout the rest of the movie, they're just finding an explanation for every single aspect of the character of Underdog. Like, really had an explanation for bro's name. Like, there was a whole scene where they were sitting down on the bleachers talking to each other about what the word underdog means earlier in the movie. You crawl around a lot like a spider, man. Having an explanation for why Underdog rhymes in almost every sentence when he's in his superhero persona, or like his catchphrase. They're like, bro, you need a catchphrase. Just naturally say it like by himself. Like he can't just be like, have no fear, Underdog is here, just out of nowhere. Like, bro, they just had to talk about what catchphrase he needs. Like, they really gotta explain literally every single thing. This movie is a case of Surf Dracula. Surf Dracula, a story where it's like having an iconic character, and then like throughout the whole thing they have to give a literal explanation for why they have certain things like a catchphrase or their look or their voice or anything. Like, bro. And it is a parody of Meteor Man. But like, can you emphasize on the parody part a little bit more and be more soulful? It has a good bit of cliches, but they don't play it up to like, hey, I guess we're doing this type of cliche. Saying like, you know, for the most part, they're pretty much playing it straight and just being normal. And then there's some scenes where they do homage Meteor Man and other characters. There's a montage where they're like, oh my gosh, Underdog is saving us all. Underdog is a great hero. We love you, Underdog. Thank you for saving, you know, that orphanage. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Underdog. Those old ladies down the street. Thank you, Underdog. And you stop pulling.
There's no need to worry. Underdog is furry.
I'm AI with the braids. I'm AI with the braids. I'm AI.
Oh my god. Are Sinister and Patrick Warburton, they don't like that. They don't like that. We can. We want to apprehend Underdog for ruining my life. Yes, I have a beef with a dog. Oh, you stupid dog, I hate you. But Patrick is up as Aunt May, and you know, to apprehend Underdog, but the plan fails. So they find another alternative. In between that time, you also have Polly flying with Underdog, because you know it's very reminiscent of a scene from another movie, because you know they're parodying that character. You know, they're doing that just to remind us, like, hey, it's still a parody, man. It's still a parody. We're still a parody. In a moment, like when they're writing the script, they're like, oh wait, I know what to do. But you know, back to the plot point. They done kidnapped Teen Smosh and his dad. Oh my gosh. And then Underdog very briefly, gives up his powers, you know, to save them. And Bar Sinister also has these blue pills they can give to his dogs to give them superpowers. And, you know, if you had pills to give beings powers, you're just gonna give it to dogs? Why can't you give it to like why can't you never thought to like give it to humans? That would be life-changing. Chaotic, but he doesn't care. But life-changing. As a matter of fact, if you're gonna give it to an animal, why you give it to a dog? Why you gonna give it to like a snake or a bear? The mayor and Underdog as a brief, very, very brief confrontation with the evil super dogs. I expected a full-on fight, but they're just flying around chasing each other. I mean, I guess that's what dogs do if they had superpowers. And then Peter Dinklage briefly gets powers as well. I don't know why he couldn't do this much earlier, but oh well. I mean, hey, don't judge, bro. Okay. And obviously, Underdog and friends, they win. He's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. Don't start this now. He's not dead. He's gonna wake up. Watch. He's not dead. And they do kind of have an aversion to the classic line, but they add in, "It's a frog," which is a thing that's a part of the Underdog War. Look, that's a duck, man. And King Smosh and his dad are kind of just chill now. They're kind of just happy. Like, there was kind of a scene where they talked to each other a little bit, where they're like, I guess, but I expected like a big scene where they actually have a big emotional like conversation or some kind. And wait, no, I guess we gotta focus on the something. Movie ends with bloopers in the credits. Man, remember when movies just put bloopers during the end credits? I love it, unironically. I love it so much. And a rap song, like a remix of the Underdog theme song, is sung by Kyle Massey. Yes, Corey in the house. Because you have Corey Baxter singing a remix of the song, and today he wouldn't or shouldn't be involved in anything. Corey in the house. Corey, check it out. So, Dog is a very, very generic by the numbers movie. I was watching the movie and, like, in my head, I was predicting what would happen next, and the exact thing happened in the movie. It's literally everything you expect, bro. Like, the jokes, some of them are not all that funny, really. They're kind of basic. They don't really try that hard. Even though you do get some laughs from some of the villains. And, like, I don't know. It's just, overall, it doesn't really achieve that much. It really, a lot of things, it's kind of just there. It's mainly there because of trends at the time. And Disney's fetish. CGI, because, flying dog. There's also, most of it is like a normal dog in a super suit. Like, it's not even like a CGI cartoon-looking dog like the Chipmunks or Garfield tried to do. Just a normal dog in a suit. I think it would have been neat if not, like, instead of doing the typical that the other movies did at the time. I think it would have been neat if they did like a Space Jam Roger Rabbit type thing, where all the animals in the movie were kind of animated, but all the humans were real. Like that would have been cool. That could have been more interesting. Since they're in a world where like animals just talk, and the fact that it is a parody of Meteor Man. It's not exactly the greatest parody of that either. I mean, there's some scenes that are kind of endearing when you're not, the only thing to parody, that character. And I've seen more clever parodies of the genre in general. Didn't play it up all the way. Like the most of the movie was just casual and played it straight, minus some scenes where they're a little, jokey a bit. Especially since that genre has changed so much since then. And during the 2000s, you're either silly, goofy, campy, but also kind of wholesome and sincere at the same time. Or you had to wear dark clothes and everything had to be subdued and a little realistic. I think Underdog could have kind of poked fun at those things while also being a pretty fun, like, little kids movie at the same time. Something a little bit more clever instead of just being, not the worst thing of all time. It's a, frankly, harmless movie. Like, I mean, there's worse. There's a lot worse. Like, it's very harmless. It's unoffensive. It's kind of just there. And the actors weren't bad in the movie. But overall, it kind of just feels like they had ideas, but didn't really fully achieve them. So that's, so I guess this is one Underdog 2007. I'd give it 5 donuts. Pretty standard and by the numbers, but it could be worse. If only. And oh man, I don't think Jason Lee ever wants to look at any type of animal ever again after some of the movies he's been in the past. I think I wonder about that guy. Oh, hi, little chipmunk. Alvin! Why is the news telling me that you hit the Pentagon? Not as funny as my magic dog, but you guys like, comment, not a mean comment, subscribe, and oh my god. A short film. Go check it out. Check out. It's on the link down below. Go check it out. It's on a secondary channel. Please, I had a lot of fun making it. Dog. That's right. This is my final form. I'm the real, actual Underdog. Y'all better quit playing. Now y'all better like, comment, not a mean comment, and subscribe. And y'all better do all 3 of those things. Because this gonna be the last Underdog review y'all gonna see. That's right. This is gonna be the last review to Underdog, the movie that will be on the internet. Y'all ain't gonna see no more Underdog reviews after this video. I ain't playing. Think I'm playing. Underdog out.
All the slamming shorties in the house say, yeah.